Now, it actually has really sharp little rubber teeth if it got caught. And the elastic bands, it's really hard because there's a clip at the back and a clip here. And it's okay for a kid, I guess. But at the back, if I can just... Still can't get it. See? Yep. I'm trying to squish my hand up. Squish, squish. Oh, look. Look at it's gripping onto me. Ow.
It's got a hold of you, guys.
This is going to draw. Ow.
Ooh.
Look at that bite mark.
Vicious.
I've been bitten by a great white. Oh, dear. Welcome back to Retro 70s Kid. As you can see, this evening we're joined by Penny, my beautiful lady Penelope. Say hello. Face to the camera. Now you're just going to spread out and cover everything, aren't you? Aren't you? That's all I can do. We don't want to take up time on you. Come on. Okay. So yes, welcome back. Uh-oh. Tonight I'm doing some car boot finds and a few other little things. To start with, I've got this amazing, this is a ideal Jaws game from 1975. Now, this isn't my original one. I did get one for Christmas 1975, I'm pretty sure it was then. And I think I played with it with every kid in the street, Lynn, Chris, Jenny, hi girls. And it was a great game at the time. I got this at the car boot for $10. It was really dirty. It's missing a few pieces, but I thought, oh, this would be great to do a show on and relive my childhood. So this is it. It's been scrubbed up. As you can see, the glue they used discolors over time. Mine wasn't as bad as this, and mine was in perfect condition. And I didn't get way more than $10 for it. But the object of the game comes with a hook which is broken, and I've had to improvise with a paperclip. And it comes with these pieces. And there are some pieces missing. These are light pieces. There were heavier white, like a white skull and a white bone and something else, which were more weighted. And you've got to put them in here. I've got this skewer holding it because we couldn't get the right elastic bands, and the tension's really tight, but you'll get the idea. And you've got a group of kids sitting around with the Jaws theme playing in the background, or maybe the VHS movie playing, and you've got to take turns at slowly unhooking these different objects. And then slowly the jaws would, slowly start to snap shut, and if you get a big heavy piece, they would do that and you'd die. So that's the cool Jaws game. It's nice to have. And the kids love playing with that. Indiana, Logan and Aston, Indiana, she's 11 and she loves Jaws movies. She loves them. And she watched 47 Meters Down, can you believe it? So that's the Jaws game. Now also, I got these amazing, this is a corgi diecast metal Buck Rogers in the 25th century. This is a mouthful. Starfighter from 1980. And it's beautiful. I got that for $10 also. And the wings fold up. And there's a mechanism up. The wings fold up. I know these fired missiles, which I didn't have with it. There you go, that button makes them. And this actually came out in a double pack, and I originally had this. I've had this for years. This is a smaller version, but they did come in a twin pack, a smaller and a larger for some reason. I don't know when I looked them up. And the wings do the same thing. And the wings pop open. So that's a really nice little blast from the past. I used to love Buck Rogers, the movie, and then the series came out in the maybe late 70s, early 80s, something like that. But yeah, that's a good. I love having those. And then also, once now we're in the 80s, a really nice big plush Super Mario. He's missing his suspender straps, whatever they're called here. And I've got to replace them, just replace them with some ribbon. But this is from 1988, so that's vintage, and that's a nice 80s product. I've actually got someone who's wanting to buy this.
Yeah.
And I have washed it. It's gone through the machine, and it smells beautiful, and it's nice and clean.
Fabulous.
So that's actually vintage. And then I got some of Star Wars things. I got this a few weeks ago, and I had it on the opening of my show, and then I forgot to talk about it. It was right beside me, so here it is. This is from one of the new Star Wars movies, which I just don't really care about. None of the new Disney Star Wars things do it for me. I think I just have to stick with the vintage original 6 episodes. But this is from one of the newer ones. I couldn't tell you who it is or which one it's from. But it did look good in the background, but I'd rather wait until I get a nice big original white Stormtrooper or something, big Darth Vader or something like that. So I'll sell him on. So that's him. And then I also got a little Han Solo from, what's it called? Han Solo, a Star Wars story? Is that the name of it? Anyway, you all know the big Solo flop that they did from Disney. And he's in his little baggie. He was only $2. But I like, if I see these loose for a couple of dollars, I'll get them. But they don't mean anything to me really. But he's a young Han Solo, so that's that one. He's a young Han Solo, so that's that one. Now, I'm a little bit late to the party with these Snapstars that I found. These came out months ago, and everyone's done their reviews on them, but I've never seen them in Australia until recently. And, excuse me, while we're on the Star Wars subject, Mamacita, is that mug in the kitchen? Could you bring it in, please? It's very quick. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, I got this mug as well. I thought this would be great to use in the background. I got it new. It was in a lovely box. But when using it, these novelty mugs are they look beautiful, but you cannot use them because they dribble. The lip's so thick, it just dribbles down the side. And I've also got a beautiful, you can't see it. I've got a Stormtrooper helmet as well, and I can't use that because of the same reason. But just be careful of those because another mug I'll end up putting pens in. Yeah, you can't really. There you go. That's a mug. So yeah, another mug I'll end up putting pencils in or something. Oh, and the reason why I've got these in the background, any excuse to show them, I have done a show on these, that in 1975 when the Jaws game came out, there was no merchandise for Jaws. Such a huge hit show, and the only thing that you could get was this and some Jaws sneakers. Big deal.
Really?
And there were and some fake white pointer sharks, which didn't even look like this guy. This looks like Jaws. This is what we wanted to play with in the bathtub in 1975 that couldn't. So yeah, that's all we had. Now moving on to these Snapstars. I just found them recently at Kmart reduced to $19. Now they were a thing for a while, but really I think a one-hit wonder. And they come with all different characters, and you take photos of them after downloading the app. And it comes with a green screen, which is behind me, and a stand, and you take photos, and then you can add a background and add makeup and hair and accessories and all these things. Excuse me. But it's a bit of a fail because when I downloaded the app and I tried to do it all, and I tried 3 times and the app kept crashing. I'd get through the first step and then it would crash, and then I'd have to start them from the beginning. I'd get to the second step and it would crash. So I thought, one more time, from the beginning, all the way through, got to the third step and it crashed. I thought, fail, that's it. It's a cheap, awful app. So they could have, if they're going to go to this much trouble, had a decent app to go with it, so it could work.
Yeah.
So I couldn't even get it to work. So
When did they come out, sorry?
earlier this year,
Right.
just after Toy Fair, I believe they were. dolls are down the bottom there. There's 6 of them. This is Aspen and the other one's Izzy. I like her boho look. But the other thing with these girls is, I wanted to show you that the wigs come off. That's a good thing, but look who it looks like. Liv. That's a Liv doll, and this is a Snapstar.
Wow.
What do you think?
Pretty identical.
Aren't they?
Yeah.
Like the glass eyes, very, very similar. Look at that pixie cut even.
Hair's done exactly the same.
Look at that.
Wow.
So I just thought I'd show you that this is a way far superior doll, the Liv. Far superior than this little thing. So,
I like
though
the idea behind it.
it's a great idea, but, you know, it didn't really.
Hold up, did it?
So she's got a couple of little accessories. You can get fashion packs as well. Some lovely little fashion packs, but I haven't seen any. I don't think they went very well because there was quite a lot on the shelf discounted.
Okay.
So that's on this. Just quickly, that's the other one with her funny little wig, earrings, and the fur jacket. That's pretty
That's
cute.
gorgeous.
So yeah, one hit wonders. I think. I don't think there'll be a second release. There could be, who knows? But anyway.
You better fix that up first.
Yes. Now, in episode 32, 2 episodes ago, this is now 34, I showed you some Bratz dolls that I got from a car boot as they are in really bad condition with their hair. So if you're interested, you can go back and have a look at that to see how bad the hair is. I just want to show you after I've washed and conditioned and brushed and combed and dried,
Yep.
how nicely they come up. Because this is all just for resale.
Wow.
So I get them all cheap and the hair's terrible. And if you spend a bit of time just cleaning them up, I can
Oh, beautiful.
charge a lot more for them if the hair's decent and smells really nice. And that's one of the sport ones. It's another sport one.
Wow, guys.
So the hair was everywhere and it still had product in it and just a mess. This one had crimping, so I couldn't do a lot with it. But it still is presentable for sale.
And what do you wash the hair with?
I use Dynamo and a good quality fabric softener.
Ah, okay.
And yeah, and it comes out beautifully. This is the Nighty Night one. All I could really do was wash her ponytail because I can't really do styles. If you want to see styles, I have to show you what Mamacita did. She couldn't help herself. She loves plaiting these dolls' hair. Look at what she's done on this head. Can you see that?
Oh, wow. How pretty.
It's intricate and beautiful. Look how fine that little, what's it
Very
called?
bohemian plaits.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It's like she's wearing a hair crown.
Isn't it?
So she's very talented.
She is that Mamacita.
She's plaited my Bratz horse's hair and some of the other ones, yeah.
Wow.
And this is, I don't know what line this is. She looks like a fairy tale princess or something. But that hair came out really nicely.
Do you just let it air dry or
I put it in front of the fan, or if it's cold, in front of the
heater?
reverse cycle, the heat. And this was a Moxie girl with really long thick hair, and it was a tattered mess. And it's come up quite well. It's still thick and poofy, but you can get a brush through it. So I can again get decent resale value on this.
Yeah.
You know, maybe $5 or $6, something like that.
Well, that
Because I've got a
looks
new one for like under 20, I think.
Yeah.
But the same one. So she came up well. So just to show you the makeover, the hair makeovers of these car boot dolls
Fantastic.
for resale, and that's it. Quick little show this evening. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, Mamacita. Next show, I think, is going to be another Bratz episode because I am acquiring the original 2001-2002 Bratz runway, which works. So have a look out for that coming up very shortly. Thank you and good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.